What's good, everybody, and welcome to the Roy Roundtable podcast. This is episode number 37. Hopefully, you guys had a great week. You already know what to do. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe over on the YouTube things, as well as rate us on whatever streaming platform you're listening to us on. Honestly, last week we had the twins. This week we have another guest. And this one, I'm going to let him introduce himself. We're going to get into it because I already did like the most of the shit. But welcome, PG.
What's going on, y'all? My name is PG, or on Twitch, people that know me as Physical Gamers, but it's short, PG. So yeah. Hi.
You're not gonna tell us that you should do. That's just the most.
So people know me for streaming. So streaming on Twitch. I do have a YouTube channel, PG, and I have two channels. So one is PG and one is Rated PG. One of those channels is for filmmaking. I'm trying to get known for that. But okay. So yeah, but people really know me for streaming though.
Yeah. Are you like are you more passionate about like the filmmaking stuff or the gaming stuff, or just the whole thing entirely?
Filmmaking for sure. Like gaming is more just, I just love doing it. Like I'm okay, so the filming, it's a challenge, and it's I'll give you guys a couple stories once we get more deeper into it. But streaming, it just sort of happened. And then especially I was so, passionate about getting known for filmmaking. This was three or 2 years ago when I was in Texas. And when my streaming started to like get traction, people would DM me and be like, man, I love your work. And I'd be so excited. I'd be like, yeah, what do you like? And I'm over here thinking they're talking about my films and skits, and they're like, man, your streams. I'm like, fuck. But that ended up,
like, yeah, you're demons. Yeah.
So that ended up taking off, and it's like, I love it. Especially the intimate, like late night conversations. I'm able to just be transparent with everybody, give advice, and because I don't, for me, since I don't look at streaming as a grind, so I'm able to be like transparent, because I don't see streaming as like a certain achievement that I'm trying to, like a goal that I'm trying to achieve. It just sort of happened,
right?
Okay. So so it's just been crazy, especially the streaming, because I don't look at it as a main passion. It's the filming, because the filming is what really gets me going, and it's a challenge, and it's dangerous. It's just dope. And when we release the projects, it's like people are mind blown. Like, you guys did that?
How long does it take a project to be like made mostly? Like estimate around like months.
So we'll take a couple days, depending, maybe like a week to do like a big project to record, and editing will take a couple weeks. Yeah.
Do you do all the editing on your own,
yourself?
Or do you have like a team that helps you out with that too? Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say, this nigga's editing and streaming these
Yeah.
big ass things.
See, but I like that because it allows him to be, very versatile, and, not worry so much about how the streams are,
Yeah.
You just go on,
It's
you
like
do
an
what you do, and have fun.
thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what makes it so good.
Yeah, sorry. That, like, it's kind of a curse as well, because I have seen like the streams, right? They'll be so good, and since I'm like solely on, if I'm not feeling challenged creatively, like if I don't have any projects lined up where I'm not able to record, or and the streams could be doing phenomenal, and I get into this like sad state because I'm not feeling challenged creatively, just because it's like I don't know, I strive off of like that challenge of that.
It just pushes you more.
Kind of like, I don't know. I need to feel like that pressure. I just like being creative.
You perform better with like backs against the wall.
Yeah, and I just love the creative, the whole structure of the filming, because the filmings, there's been a lot of like dangerous moments, because we do shit. We don't do shit by the book. We do shit running gun. And from the outside looking in, people be like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Most of your stuff is horror based, right?
Yeah, horror based. Yeah, so like, I give you like two examples. There was one we shot this Goosebumps one last year at these canyons out in LA, and in LA you need like a permit. You can't just film out there. For this one instance, we went out to these canyons for a week, and man, the first day of filming, it was probably like 2 a.m. This drunk guy just drove off the cliff into our set. Like,
what?
Legit,
What the fuck?
And
Oh my god.
yeah, and
I haven't seen this video. Did you catch it?
Nah, it hasn't even been released yet. Like,
Oh,
the
okay,
project.
okay.
Yeah. This October. And the second day, the first day when we like parked, there was a Toyota next to, like, we parked next to it. It was like an old Toyota. It was locked when we checked. So there was a lady burnt to death in the back of that car.
Yo.
Yeah, but we were filming literally like next to a dead body. Fuck? Yeah. When we were scared because it was like, damn, we don't have permits, but they were too focused on that other stuff that was going on. And yeah, so that happened. And then on the third or fourth day being out there was a mountain lion in our set. And we was like, bro, we need to finish this. And we were out there like we were shooting overnight. So we,
fuck safety.
bro, yeah,
God,
bro.
damn.
Yeah, and that was just that one. It's like every single film brings an experience. And again, from the outside looking in, it's like, you fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But and then the last one that we just shot a couple weeks ago, it was this horror. I don't want to give it away because it is in October. It's a horror. It's based on a lake, right? And man, we was out there, we were filming, and man, my boy, because it's three of us, and my boy, he almost drowned, bro, because we don't.
I was gonna ask if you guys got
Jesus
one.
Christ.
That shit was
Good
scary.
Lord.
Because we ain't take no fucking life jackets. We ain't, like, thinking about it now, we're like, bro, but we do that shit every single time. So it's like every single project I could look at, and there's something crazy dangerous, because we just go for the most authentic looking, backdrops. It's dangerous because it's like, it's not like by the book. But again, when we drop it, it's like, people don't do shit like that, especially with like no budget. That we put everything on there. We put thousands of dollars on there. We don't receive anything back because the films they're very hard to like take off. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I love that. Yeah.
I saw the first one that I saw of yours was I might get the name wrong. I want to say it was either Ash something or the Evil Dead one.
Oh yeah, the Evil Dead.
Yeah. And there was one scene, your homie starts to change basically, right? He's getting possessed, and the nail gun scene. I was like, how did you do this? Yeah. Like there was a lot of stuff in the entire film. Just like how do you go from, all right, we're gonna set this up and do it, into all right, I'm gonna edit it so it comes into this way.
Yeah.
So what makes it so real?
Shit. I guess we just know camera tricks and the effects, But even that whole project, that was like a last minute, like okay. So this was a Thursday. I was like, fuck, I want to record. So I ended up hitting up my boys, and I was like, bro, I'm flying out right now, bro. So let's just film something. And then I went over there, and then we decorated that whole entire, it looks like a cabin. I mean, that's just his living room. We decorated his whole entire living room.
That's his living room.
Yeah, and we put like a sheet. We put a sheet on the window and 2 lights, and then we put a fog machine, so it looks like a car broke through the front of the cabin. So if you look at the backdrop, it looks like a car. But nah, that was just the living room. We put up, like, we spent the whole day just decorating that living room.
That's
and then the next
insane.
day we recorded.
Fire.
Like, it wasn't
That's
written
fire.
or anything. Like, yeah, we just go off we just talk, us three, we throw ideas out, and then it forms projects. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
So then I
sick.
got a question. Do you usually struggle with getting certain visions out, or would you say that sometimes it could be a challenge because you're like, man, I have this in my mind, but how do I get this? How do I execute this?
Yeah.
Is it nice to have your friends with you to,
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because okay, so for example, we had this Freddy film that we have to record in a couple weeks, and like that was just us. We were walking, and I pitched them the idea. I was like, about this Freddy idea, and then we started just pitching ideas back, and then it formulated a project. I'm like, okay, this is one. So that's basically how it goes, because it's 3 of us, and we all have different like takes and twists on certain things, how we want it to end. We always kind of want like a big twist, and yeah, we just throw ideas out and it just formulates. It's definitely needed. So it's like that's another thing that when I'm just always streaming, I'm not able to, because they live out of state. So it's like they're the only ones that I could like really film with.
Yeah.
That'll do crazy shit, you know, and no one else.
They're
will,
just
like,
on that level.
Yeah, exactly. So it sucks, especially like during the beginning of the pandemic when we weren't able to film or anything. That was. It's crazy because the streams were blowing up.
Yeah, everybody was at home.
And even I don't know if you guys know Berlizzi, right? Yeah, even him, like because I had this one stream when the streams were blowing up and I like broke down. I was like, I can't do it. Like I wanna film. You know, I'm not happy. And yeah, he even called me after and he was like, bro, look what you're building. And you know, I'm so into like I'm not feeling challenged, like creatively, you know, challenged. That's like it's a gift and a curse. It's like, you know, I do have to realize that what I have, it's like it's just being challenged is what I have an issue with, that I always constantly want to feel creatively like.
So if that's the case, I always like, why not like, I know filming is the passion, but like why not set goals for your gaming stuff? Yeah. And like just kind of just have something to do while you're working on this other film stuff, and just still have like those goals right then and there for the gaming stuff. So when you do have that downtime, you just like do it and be like, okay, cool, I checked this shit off, check this shit off. Meanwhile, I'm working on this, and we checking this off. That way you feel fulfilled in the end of it. That's what it sounds like. Because it's creative passion, but it sounds more like a lack of fulfillment in all of it. So it's like, why not just continuously set these goals for everything that you do, even if it's small, long, and just go on that.
That's a good idea. Now, would you say like when you're thinking about like goal wise, do you think like because what type of goals, like for example, like on streaming?
I guess like with the platform, if I could piggyback off of that, crowdfunding would probably be the easiest and most reasonable kind of thing to do that with, you know, because everyone's already subscribing, everyone's, you know, gifting subscribers, things like that. And especially on Twitch, you have the like your sub goals. So if we hit, I don't know, 3,000 sub points this month or whatever, then blank thing will happen. You can take that and you can flip it to, maybe you want to start a Patreon so you get a more of a cut.
I was just gonna ask that. Do you
like
have
out of Twitch
Patreon?
instead.
No.
That could be like your, hey man, if we get X amount of dollars from Patreon this month, that'll be enough for me to pump out this project. I can, you know, pay the editors, this and that. I can drop these films that I already got down, or I can fly out and record.
Yeah, like work towards making the passion like a real thing. But like, hey, so like y'all, you know, let's set these like sub goals, or if you want to make a Patreon, but like, hey, this is this, and then like you can like offer like incentives and be like, you know, fuck it, here's I don't know, like a screenshot of this shit earlier, like you
can just do behind the scenes, like people love like behind the scenes stuff.
Shit.
You know, how did you do this shot?
And then just be like, here you go, this is it. And then just like, so crowdfunding would be one. If you really want to, like, you could like look into like streaming upgrades. You already have a fire camera, fire setup, so like I don't know, like transitions, more graphical shit, you know, like stuff like that, where it's just like just making these check marks where it's like, okay, cool, let's make the streams look better, let's make the art look better, the brand look better, let's grab this following that I do have on here that may be passionate about, you know, my gaming shit, but let's make them passionate about my film shit, my real passion, and be like, hey, here's these BTS scenes, or this song that we used in this video, or like this moment, this hilarious moment that we had while filming this amazing video coming out in like 2 or 3 months or whatever. And like that would be like a more like obviously financially stable source of income for sure, but it'd be like now you have people that's backing you up on this front, where it's like, okay, cool, I fuck with your streams and all, but what you've been showing us, the behind the scenes shit, and then what they come out to be is just fire. I want to see this be supported or whatever. So now you have a bigger budget where it's like, damn, now we got more cameras, we got a bigger team damn near. And it like, you know, it builds the shit up to where it could probably be like a full-time like indie studio damn near.
Like a production line. That is what I'm trying to, that's my like one of my end checklist, to build like a production line. I see what you're saying, but that's another thing, because my two boys, they've been like trying to talk for years, trying to talk me into like the Patreon, the Indiegogo, where they people support fan films. Because there's a big Halloween film that we did last year, and even like that, like I do understand that as like goals, but that's not really like the goals that like, because I don't know, for me, people support like the stream so much. Like they always have, and maybe it is because of the projects, because people, a lot of people, I did kind of infuse them last year. Like I did 2 live events on Twitch, where the first one was us in Camp Crystal Lake. It was like a live stream but a film, and that was like, I felt like we made history on this platform. It was so dope. You guys could check it out. It's on YouTube. And we did that, and we did a Phasmophobia ghost hunt IRL, but we did it on Twitch. So we recorded it, we edited it, and then we made it as if it was a live stream, but it was like a live action horror film. We presented it.
You could do more of that. Like,
like
I want to watch that. But that's
that
really
when we released
cool.
It was so fire,
Because it's like, I heard you mention, Goosebumps. You're working on that for October, and Arlstein's like one of my favorites just from childhood. So a lot of the Goosebumps shit is what got me into all of that, suspenseful stuff in the first place. So seeing something that plays out like almost like a choose your own adventure kind of book, like I can't directly control what's happening on stream, but it feels like I'm going along with what's happening. So everything's in first person, and just it's that whole idea is cool. If you were to able to, take the stream and be like, yo, you guys saw we did this year on this, I want to do it again, and like if we get this many things, that'll, it helps you fund whatever. Like you would have to look at the finances, of course, and see what's reasonable to crowdfund versus what's reasonable for you to actually attain and get, and then just make it happen. But that's huge, because you have something, especially with this filmmaking. Not a lot of people are doing that on Twitch or YouTube, for that matter. If you were to go back to YouTube gaming for streaming, nobody's doing that. Nobody's taking the concept of IRL horror and then turning it into something to watch, like on stream, and people get picked up for everything all the time, like RDC World, they get picked up for their skits, and they're, I guess, secretly working on actual movie projects and whatnot. I don't see why you doing film, the acting, editing, and a lot of other stuff included, like the whole shebang, why you wouldn't get picked up off of something like that from Twitch. If that was your thing, you were just like constantly popping them out every year, every twice a year, anything like that. But that's a great idea. I would love to see that.
I have a question.
I always think about that tweet that you put out several months ago about how the gap between Hollywood and just society is getting like thinner and thinner and thinner. And it's like, to be honest with you, you're doing this. Yeah, somebody will come up and be like, hold on, what is this? I like this. I fucks with this. So, I mean, I would like to see that happen. I think that would be very beneficial and get more people on board with your film stuff. I always like the discussions that we have in your stream, even about the littlest things like color grading. Like, I love that stuff. That to me, I like that. I like to support that because it's just different. I don't see many people talking about it. Not a lot of people know too much about that, about film in general. So,
the most important question while you're doing all this reckless shit is, do you have insurance?
That is, here comes Father Mikey.
I mean, he gotta do it.
I think we dodging the most important question.
No.
Like insurance.
No.
What you mean?
No. You out here in the wilderness fucking with mountain lions and dead bodies and shit, almost drowning.
I know.
God,
man, you're gonna have to get on that.
I thought he was gonna say like, I have to, right? He's like, no.
Oh my God, let's film this. Oh wait, there's a mass murderer up the hill. Like, what?
Oh my gosh.
You know how seriously like intense that would be if you caught. I mean, granted, I don't think the cops will let you release it, but hypothetically, if you ever caught some real life shit, some real life mass
unintentional
murder, or like some really spooky horror, like this is actually real on film, and you got a way to just show it, that would be OD. It's like, damn, is this real or is this not real? And you're sitting there telling everybody like, no, I almost died. And they're like, nah, this is PG.
Oh my gosh, bro.
God.
When we shot, I will never forget this. When we shot the IRL Jason, the Twitch project, so we worked with this guy that he did a Jason film, like a very high, like it looks so it's fire. It's called Never Hunt in the Snow, and I'm never. Yeah, well, it's something never something on the snow, and so he was taking us to this Big Bear out in LA, this secluded area that he didn't want no one to know about. He didn't even want to tell us. He was like, bro, just follow me. We'll take you. Yeah, right.
So my iPhone.
So we drive hours up these mountains, and then he makes a turn inside the woods. We park, we grab all our stuff, we start walking. He goes in front of us. We end up losing him. Now this is like an hour walk up these
was
woods.
it a snowstorm or something like that going on? Or?
No, it was just nights. It was like 1 or 2 a.m. We were in the middle of the woods, and apparently there was this abandoned campsite.
Oh fuck.
So he goes ahead. Now 30 minutes in, now we don't know what's going on. Now I don't know this guy. So I'm slowly starting to put like images in my mind. I'm like, okay, so this guy has a machete. He's like 6'5", and he's like 250 all muscle, bro. This dude, like he plays Jason. So I was like, okay, so this dude, you know,
he could be Jason.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so the machete he has is a real machete. Like, okay, this dude, I don't know him. We don't really know him. I don't know if he's taking us up here to murder us. So as we're walking, 45 minutes in, I'm starting to like accept, oh fuck,
we might die in this bitch,
bro. This is the first time in my life that I'm like, bro, I might die. Then I start picturing, okay, so if this guy comes out of a tree, he just starts, I don't know where to run. Like, so bro, as we're walking, then we get to this campsite, and it looks like a ghost town. Like it is scary as hell. And I'm just accepting death, bro. I'm like, oh hell no, I might die here. I like, bro. And I don't know how my two boys are feeling. I know my one friend Ryan. I know he's scared shitless. My other boy, he was acting like man, and he kept like calling him. So we're checking out these camps, these cabins. No one's in there. Then we go to this huge cabin where it looks like no one has touched this place for at least 100 years, bro. And it's so creepy. It's I think like 2 or 3 a.m. now. So we're over there, we're setting up, we're yelling for him, and we start hearing like footsteps on like up on top of this cabin, and we're like, oh, this fucker is fucking with us. And he fucks with us for like 30 minutes when we have to record, bro. And then he just pops out. Oh, I got y'all. We're like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, like get the fuck. Like I was gonna die. Like get the fuck out of here. So yeah,
this is my thing. Right, I do this. Right. I do this for a living.
It's fuck, man. Yeah, that was scary, man. So maybe I should get insurance. Maybe you're right.
Yes, because you never know who's gonna pop out and kill you. Oh my god!
I have a question. What are like the IRL goals for you?
Okay, so a big inspiration, King Vader. He's done it, but more on the anime, like live actions. But now he is dabbling into like the films. So he's like making it. Like people have like companies are seeing him. And he's already working, with Netflix web, like their web side of things. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up getting like picked up on Netflix. So for sure, production line, and not basically what he's doing, because what we do is just it's different. I feel like it's unmatched, and it's gritty, it's dark, and so just take over the horror genre, because now when like a horror movie comes out, it's
the usual jump scares.
Exactly. There's like one every
story.
It's like one every few years that it's like a good one. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
I was thinking about that the other night. I was like, man, take me back to when it was like VHS. I had to keep my lights on and everything. Take me back to that.
Yeah. I feel like Antlers was gonna be that movie, but it got delayed because of COVID. I really wanted to see Antlers in film.
I saw they were putting out another Paranormal Activity. I was like, what?
What, another one?
Yeah, it's like I think it's like the sixth one. They that ass dropped the trailer for it.
Yeah.
A month ago, or no, 2 weeks ago, and it comes out like next month. I'm like, what?
They need to stop.
I saw the trailer and I'm just like, this don't even look like the original one. Like, what the fuck happened? This shit look fake as fuck.
Yeah, they need to stop.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. I just need that old, that scary, that
Y'all are crazy, man.
You got nightmares.
I
need that back. I need that back.
I'm a little bitch, bro. Y'all are crazy.
So that's because there's like Shudder. It's like a Netflix but horror only. Mm-hmm. So there's just trying to do basically what kind of King Vader is doing, but the horror side, because nobody's really tapping into that.
Are you tapping into like the social media aspects to like get your shit around, like TikToks and like the Facebook?
That's what I need to. That's what I need to. People had told me that Facebook has their own algorithm as well. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that, so I have to this October when we do the big releases. Definitely make like a Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you do tap into the whole TikTok thing, that would be really really cool. It's not necessarily like live action horror, but it's a guy who does animation. His name is All the Lights Off or whatever, and it's just so good, so scary, and you can't watch those at night. I personally just wouldn't. Like, he taps into Elmo, and I'm like, Elmo? I didn't know you can make Elmo scary. And he's like, yeah, Cookie Monster? Oh no. So I think that would be really nice, because there's not a lot of horror people on TikTok, but that'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, that's fire.
You do a lot of that. And then even the Corey watches them all the time. I don't know what that channel's called. It's like
Paddington?
Maybe is that the Asian
Altar?
The Asian kind of horror, the Asian films.
The first person with the camera.
About.
Yeah, the first person stuff, and it's just like it's really
phone.
creepy. Yeah, a lot of those, and I think just the concept of those can be applied to TikTok, because TikTok is real. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Hit these likes, get the next part. Hit these likes, get the next part, and the algorithm, it starts to push it. So you already have films that are done. You could chop those up into TikTok lets you go up to 3 minutes now, right? You could easily chop those up into 1 minute to 3 minute parts.
Like for part 1,
and just,
like for part 2,
part 1,
like
dump it, and then like, oh man, this is good. I gotta see the next one.
And then you can put them all in collections too. Yeah.
Like TikTok is really good.
Let me know when you do that, PG, so I can put up I need part 1, 2, 3.
That's fire.
Yeah, TikTok is really good for that.
That's fire. That's fire.
Oh my god, man.
It works out.
Just thinking about him. So what really got you into filming? Like, what was like, I really want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I always think back. I remember I was 4 years old, like literally.
How do you remember that?
I was sick. Yeah.
When I was 4. I was in the living room. Age I remember things.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like this is what like really changed everything. So I was 4. I was sick as hell. I was laying on the floor, and on the TV, Night of the Living Dead came on. And this was especially back in the 90s. George Romero, he was the first one to like introduce zombies. So back in the 90s, zombies were like, it was like a myth. It was like even Candyman back in the day, like even Bloody Mary, like those type of people were scared to do. So zombies was like one of those things where it was like, it was new. He was the first one to really do it, and it was just a new concept, and I was introduced to that, and I just remember just that world and just being like, wow. And literally as a kid, I would write stories, and I actually remember all the way when I went to high school, my elementary school teacher, she was like, oh my God, Mark, and my name is Mark, I know. She pulled me aside and she was like, I've been looking for you. There's a book that you wrote when you were a kid, and I think it was the 1st or 2nd grade, and I've been wanting to publish it, but I need your. I was such like a shy kid, even in high school. When she told me that, I was so embarrassed. I'm thinking back, I'm like, why? So like she told me, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my parents to sign this, and I avoided her at all costs. I don't know, I don't know why. I was just in school. I was so shy, and like I was just always trying to just school,
get it done,
get home and just game. Like I wouldn't go anywhere. You know, I guess an introvert, but I was so shy. And I think back and I'm like, damn, I gotta get a hold of her.
That would have been the breakthrough right there,
where'd she
man.
go?
Yeah, and I would like to read it to see like what I wrote. But I do remember, as a kid, I would always like just write like horror stories. I was big into Goosebumps.
Yeah.
And I would just always write, and just fall into these worlds, just create a world, you know. Just scary. It's crazy.
Do you remember if they were more catered towards children back then, like as you were growing up? Or like,
they were type shit.
Bro, I was kind of twisted, bro, because I would all like as a child I would always want a nightmare, bro. Like that sounds crazy. That sounds
I heard you
crazy.
say that on stream. I heard you say that on stream.
Even to this day, like I'm like, damn, because I don't really dream, and if I do dream, I want it to be a scary dream, just for inspiration, like.
So you want to switch spots? Because I get
do you?
nightmares, but I really don't. I don't wake up. I'm like, damn, it's crazy that this is a nightmare.
You don't wake up.
I'd be like, really, huh? It could be a mass murderer behind me. I'm like, now you know I'm gonna beat your ass.
All right, that's not a nightmare then. Like you in full control of the dream at that point.
Look, it just I don't know. I be thinking it could be my worst fears because like, look, I'm scared of like really large knives. I don't like being near knives. It's just not my thing. But I had a dream one time. Somebody slit my throat. I was like, ain't no way you just did this to me. Ain't no way.
Blood coughing out of her throat, and she's still. I can't believe you just did this.
Look, what can I say? I'm a G in real life. I'm a G in my dreams.
I'm not, bro. I'm not. I am not. I'm terrified
of
hate
like
how
weak
under
you
the
are
bed
in your dreams.
Dude, yeah, right. Like,
and I'm like, why can't I beat your ass, bro?
So you know what? I found out. I don't know if it's for anybody else, but it's for me in particular. If I'm, I sleep on my side. A lot of people can't do that, I guess, or on their back. If I'm sleeping on my side, left or right, whatever side I'm sleeping on, that entire vision is gone in whatever like nightmare or dream that I'm having. So I can't turn that way ever, and it sucks because like with sleep paralysis, a lot of the nightmares that I get happen during sleep paralysis. And so I'll be
wishing for that.
Yeah, no, I'll be fucking paralyzed.
Whoa.
Like I can't move, but I can't. Like I know I hear something on the left side. You know, it's the creepy fucking. You can hear them walking up. You can feel it, and it's like I'm about to get murked, but I can't move to the left. So I have to force my body to turn to the right. And it's like, you know, when you turn or you try and turn to the right or whatever, boom, it's right there. And that's when I wake up. I hate it. I hate it, man. Because the left side is the safe side. If I turn, you know, I can like kind of peek a little bit, and I'm good. I can see what it is, make some actions. But
isn't your body like you can't control your body? You can't move it.
I can't move. Like I can. That's how I know when I'm waking up. If I can start to move my fingers, that's when I know I'm waking up. Or like, all right, this is a nightmare. We're good. But sometimes they're so intense, it feels like it's real. So I can't sleep with the closet open, not because I'm afraid of, you know, like going in the closet. I know something's there or whatever. It's the idea that I can't move and something can come out of the closet. Or if my bedroom door is open, it's the idea that I get sleep paralysis and anything or anybody can just walk into my door and just like, all right, bro, we got you. You can't do shit. You know, I'm like, well, you got it, bro. I'm dead.
Sleep paralysis is scary as shit. It's like,
yes, it is, man.
It's like you're trapped within the realm of the dream world and like real world, because it's like your brain is fully cognitive of what's going on because you know you can't move because your body's still asleep.
Yes.
Maybe I'm built different because that just don't happen to me.
Yeah, you know,
I've had it happen once, and
it's the most helpless feeling in the world.
I remember I woke up. It was like this, like I woke up from not having a dream, and I was just sitting there in bed staring at like my door because my grandma was the one that woke me up. But I was still like, I had my eyes open. I was looking at her. She was talking to me, but I was just like in bed, just like, fuck, I can't move. And so she walks out the door, and I'm sitting there. And like she just starts to get real dark. I see like this little outline of this like fucking thing, and it like roars in my face, and
what the hell?
What the hell? I look around like, what the fuck just happened? I was looking at this like, what the fuck? Little random ass clear outline of this shit forming. I'm like, what the fuck is this? and he just raw, and I felt like some wind push on my fucking face.
Yeah.
Like,
the human brain is so mysterious. It's very
terrifying.
powerful. Yeah, but like there's so much we don't understand about it. No matter how many studies we do, it's ridiculous.
I'm like thinking about that. Like you were saying, like this weird figure, and I was just thinking, I'm like, damn. Do you like tap into those myths? Like, for example, I'm trying to think.
Like a Wendigo?
Yeah, like a Wendigo.
I want to see a Wendigo. I want to story with a Wendigo.
Yeah, because that's what I think about. And I'm like, that would be very interesting, especially since you love the horror genre. Mm-hmm. Like, tapping into that aspect as well, because I know we have the mass murderers, we have the unkillable killers, we have the zombies.
Demons are so normalized, they can get into like some crazy shit though.
I think that's why I like Goosebumps so much, because they weren't normal. It was like we like gnomes, right? The fucking garden gnomes. Yeah, I'm like, why the fuck would I be afraid of garden gnomes?
Leprechauns.
But then they fucking eat you. Yeah, like they eat kids. And I'm like, dude, what?
So it was that one egg book.
Yep.
With the scramble, bro, I could not look at eggs for like days, weeks.
I'm so glad I've never had a basement and like a weird dad, right? Because me and my dad, we have like a rocky relationship, but he's not like a fucking abuser or anything like that, right? He's fucking good. But fucking the scientist dad with the kids, and he was experimenting downstairs with kids that he already had, but they didn't know it. Yeah, and so they were turned into like these weird slime creatures or whatever, or he was feeding them to the slime, something like that. But the slime comes to life. And it tries to eat the kids. And then the dad's down there the whole time, like never go in the basement. Then they go down there because kids. I'm like, I'm going to go down there anyway. And it just, bro, there's a lot of shit in Goosebumps that if it ever was, if it was real life, man, that'd be
we'd be done for.
Yeah, absolutely. But those stories would be fire as hell. Those stories would be fire as fuck,
I'm going to just say, I won't be getting caught.
You're right.
Different.
You're right. You a protagonist. You're right.
Yes, I am very much so an ENFJ.
And what?
Those are the protagonists.
Oh,
you didn't know that?
You know that? ENFJ.
Yeah, those are the protagonists. You remember?
Oh, the little personality quiz.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What
the
fuck?
Yeah. Sorry. So then, with the future of these horror movies coming out, where do you want to see it go? I know that you want to take over the genre itself, but where do you want other future producers, directors, and writers wanting to get in this genre? Where do you want to see them kind of push the genre to go? I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a good question, because I mean, there's great directors, like James Wan. Even though that what is it, Malignant? I didn't really like that movie. That was weird. It was a weird. Yeah, I tried getting into it.
I saw it the other, like a week ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was, I didn't get it, and then I started to pick on towards the end of it, and then of course it was like, oh, this is this, and I'm like, that's different. It's not bad, but it's like it's not. I wasn't.
It's just not what I was thinking.
Yeah, you know, because they just didn't really make it seem like that until like a third of the way into the movie. And you start piecing why this doesn't work with this, or why this can't happen. And, you know, so it was. I wouldn't say that it was bad, but it was okay. Like, and I just saw Candyman, the new one last night.
Yeah, I actually just seen it too.
Yeah.
Really? Did y'all like it?
I liked it, but there were some things that I'm like, man, I wish they would have done this, or like personally, I wish it was longer, especially with that ending scene. I'm like, that just shouldn't have been the only scene. For that
Tony,
moment.
you talking? Oh, you mean with Tony?
Yeah.
I think that was my only gripe, because I'm such a fan of him, because he was in the Night of the Living Dead. I'm such a fan of Tony, and I think they should have used, even if he was only available for one scene, they should have used that close-up scene for another impactful moment.
Yeah, it would have been cool if like they like sprinkled like him around the movie. If spoilers. Nah, it's not to get into it. But
you don't gotta spoil nobody on it.
You ain't gotta spoil it because I haven't watched it.
But if the plot happened how it happened, it would have been cool to like see like little like images of him and shit like around, like sprinkled in the movie. That way it won't make like the ending scene seem like,
where did this come from?
Yeah, like random.
Yeah.
Talk about psychological horror. Can we just discuss? There's a few movies that I'm a psychological horror person.
Okay.
What was I watching? I will not watch Midsommar. For one, I will not watch that again.
That
Disgusting.
movie's so trash.
Disgusting movie. Every time the thought comes in my brain, I'm like, ew. But you know what was a good psychological horror for me? Saint Maud. I really liked that.
What is that? I don't think I've.
Yeah,
it was about a religious caretaker taking care of a woman with cancer, and the woman with cancer was very like nonchalant. She was like, you know, I'm gonna die anyway, so it is what it is. And the religious caretaker was like, girl, God finna take care of you. But she was getting like this notion that the devil was taking over her. Jeez. So it was very interesting. She would do weird shit. And I remember I was watching it with the twins several weeks ago. But it was just so good, and it fucked me up because I'm thinking, damn, she turned into an angel. Maybe she wasn't crazy. Yeah, nah. that movie is wild.
Gotta check it out.
But I want to see more of that.
Saint Maud.
Yeah, Saint Maud. Yeah, I think it's on Amazon.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
That sounds good.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna watch Candyman tonight. And if you guys are saying that they should have like did a little bit more of that sprinkling effect, because I mean, I think of games, for example. I think of Doki Doki. Doki Doki's a psychological horror.
Yeah.
And throughout the game, there's like
the little glitches.
Yeah.
The little glitches, the little images. If you're paying attention, you see that shit.
Yeah, that's
and what, I wish a lot more horrors would do that.
I think that's what made Candyman like stand out for me in particular when I was watching
original?
it. Because no, this newer one. Because there's a lot of references to the original. And so from the story that you know is the original, right? And I don't want to like spoil it for the newer movie, but they twist it just a little bit, and it makes you like, wait, that didn't happen, or like, did that happen? Okay, was that the reason that this happened? Oh, they didn't say that in the original. And so as you're going through the movie, you're questioning everything else
you
about
watched,
right? And so
like, what's really happening?
And then as it progresses, there's new information, like as a prequel, that's still leading into what's happening. So they're kind of giving you the like the origin, right? And I thought that was really cool. And
there's definitely going to be more.
If they make another
there's
one,
definitely going to be a sequel. There's definitely going to be
there should definitely be one. I don't know how they're going to tie it into, I guess, like the current roster of characters. Obviously not Candyman, but the rest of them. I don't know how they would do that.
Yeah.
Man. Now I gotta watch this. Yeah,
it was good. It was good.
I've seen a lot of people like shit on it, and like I get why they didn't like it, but I understand like as well. Like we live in a time now where we have to like, you know, where we have to make shit suspenseful for the sake of a series. And the original, like the Candyman movie, the one that just came out, was definitely setting up for like 2 or 3 more movies.
Yeah.
Whereas the first one was just good as a standalone anyway. But I get it. Like I people don't, you know, when you compare it to, it's like, oh, this wasn't like this didn't make any sense. It's like they can't just let that one thing exist. They always got to be in comparison for it. But it's a cool movie. I like it.
I think it was just the theme, you know, compared to the original. Like, so the original was it was in the projects, the ghetto. There's a lot of like broken shit. There's a lot of you know, you see what the world, right? The white man is doing to the black community and whatnot. It's
it was recorded
like
in that
you see a lot of shit. Yeah. So, you know, there's beaten down people on the streets. There's broken down houses. There's cracked windows, destroyed places. Things are set on fire at random. You get a lot of that. Whereas in this new one, it's modern day. So you don't have that. You got the prissy white girl, you know, in school doing prissy white girl shit, I guess. I don't know. You know, so like there's just things that aren't there, you know, so it's a different setting. And I think that's why a lot of people, mainly on Twitter, I haven't really seen or talked to anybody that have seen the movie in person. Like I didn't enjoy it. You know, it's really just Twitter. Twitter just doesn't like things. So.
Yeah,
Twitter. They really don't. Bro, you say you like avocado. They be like, yeah, you like avocado?
Twitter,
that shit tastes like dick.
It's just like they always find something to be negative about. And it's just like, why can't we enjoy anything, bro?
Yeah, because it's Twitter. You can't. It's a cesspool of I hate this, and you have to hate it too.
It's annoying too, because it's like, you know, like you really see how impressionable a lot of people are when they see numbers behind hot takes. where it's like, oh yeah, if multiple people say this shit is bad, or if multiple people don't like this shit, then it has to be this. Meanwhile, in your mind, you're indecisive on it, or you like it, so you indirectly feel like, damn, maybe I'm the one with the problem because there's a lot of people agreeing with this shit. And it's like, dog,
like maybe I'm the one.
What's happening?
Yeah, that's Twitter.
Because a lot of people,
Midsommar's a perfect
negative
example of that, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone on Twitter loves that movie.
No. Nah. I wouldn't say I love that. I wouldn't say that.
No, okay, most people on Twitter, like, it's always in their top 10 or top 5 horror movies. Yeah, and I'm like, this movie's ass.
They're icky.
I hate this movie.
Then you realize how young they are, and it's like, oh, we are well versed.
If they said Hereditary is there, yes, I agree. That movie is fucking wild. Perfect. Midsummer? No.
Midsummer anywhere near my top.
I'm not. You're an icky person.
Yo, so speaking about that, PG, I have a question. Yeah. How do you maintain in like this climate of like social media and just in general like society damn near, where it's like if you whether or not you agree with me or not, it's like there is no way to like be an individual now.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say PG. I don't even see PG on social media like
I
that.
swear, PG will disappear in the fucking. He'll come back,
like,
be like, "Hey, y'all."
That's what I'm asking.
That's exactly how he
I'll disappear and come back because it's crazy. Because social media, especially from what I've learned, it being my job and everything, these past 3 years, it was like social media really has you believing that life is a certain way, and it's like then I go back. And when I visit like my family, because we grew up in the hood and stuff, and I go back to my family and I like, say I don't see them for like a month, and I go back and I'm like, oh, like, damn, like just certain things that like social media it's like social media really like
crucified.
Yeah.
It's like
it's supposed to be a certain way.
Yeah, like you really need to. It needs to be a certain way. I like if I would and if I like Twitter
They're trying to
depressed,
make everything a think piece. Like what's normal to you, they'll be like, "Oh, that's because you grew up like this. It was trauma. You live it incorrectly."
Exactly.
It's like, I want you to know you are a Virgo, and that's what happened. You need to understand that it is in the stars. And I'm just like,
bro, they be attacking your moms, man. They be attacking your mom. Like, bro, what? You don't even know my mom.
But you know what though? I literally, and I'm talking about literally. This was dead ass today. I was on TikTok and it was like this person that was like basically doing that shit, but she was doing like a skit. She was like, I don't care. And it was one thing that she said. She was like, did you know that people that are happy with their lives don't have these conversations? And it clicked with me. I was like, wait a moment.
I don't.
If you're happy with your life, you talking about all this negative shit is not your discussions. You're talking about things to elevate yourself, good times and shit, things that make you happy. You're doing things that make you happy, but you're not on Twitter arguing with some random ass person about the way that you see life and arguing with the way that they see lives. People that are happy with their lives don't have these conversations. And I'm just like, wait a minute. That shit like really just made me think about like, damn, all this shit for the last like 5 or 6 years is all just people yelling into like this echo chamber that is social media. And then the miserable people that resonate with that message basically cheerleading them where they feel empowered. And so now it's them like, oh yeah, this is the way, if all these people agree with me, this is the way that I'm going to push this. And it's like, wait, you ever thought that you're all miserable together?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing for me to get a miserable person off my timeline. I'm gonna be like, look, I know, you're going through a lot and you feel this way, but do you got to tweet about it?
I got hella people.
Talk to him. I don't.
I got hella.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a therapist. I'm not. I understand, but I like to see roses and puppies and kittens on my timeline, not. Life is horrible. I got this shitty ass job. I hate it here. I wish I didn't have kids. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they be making life seem like oh, kids are the devil.
Yo, I just saw a tweet. It was like, y'all try to justify bullying kids if y'all ain't got nothing else. And I'm just like, damn, I really don't be bullying children. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are miserable.
I don't bully children, but I definitely think that bullying had its effect when we were growing up. You know, bullying had its effect.
Oh, you
when
saying
we
you're
were
a strong
growing up.
believer in bullying?
Nah, I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that.
That's what you're saying. You believe in bullying.
There are a lot of shit that's like on the internet that's like normalized online that like back in the day would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like you got a lot of keyboard warriors that get away with it.
Then it's like they go in real life, you know, they still revert back to that. I'm not doing this shit, but online it's like, yeah, I'm all about this shit. It's like, wait a minute,
absolutely.
And it's like when you find these people's Twitters, it's like, wait a minute, my nigga, this is you. It's like,
bro, it always reminds me
act
whenever
like that in person.
We go to conventions, like I've had an encounter like that, and I know you had one too, where there's some beef or whatever. You get to this convention, and that person also happens to be there, and you walk up to him like, yo, what's up? Nah, man, I'm not like that. You know, it was just the internet. Like, bro, come
Let me
on,
tell you, I got a story. There was this girl. This is the only person I hate. Her name is Ashley.
Damn, you just put her on blast like that. Okay.
Yes, I should. I hate her. She literally, she made my life a living hell for a little bit. And I was like, bet. You at Twitch? No. I didn't even know she was going to TwitchCon. But my friend was like, yo, isn't that Ashley? I was like, bet. And I walked up to her and I kicked her in her shin.
What the fuck? Yo, that's a short people thing.
I'm sorry. She wasn't even trying to talk. She was like, bitch.
She just kicked her in her shit.
What the hell?
Yes, because she had all that time sitting there. Yeah. You. I got shooters sitting in her community to terrorize me. I was like, oh no, baby. And so when I saw her, I was like, bet, let me get this working. I kicked her in the shit and I kept it moving.
What'd she say?
I don't know. I don't care. I walked. I kicked her, walked away.
She crumpled down and I walked off.
So nothing happened.
She ain't doing nothing.
Man.
So I won. That was mine.
Win. That's a win. That's a victory.
W.
Yes, sir.
I took that.
How old are y'all?
25 perpetual.
25.
Yeah. Nice.
This man is like 28, bro.
Anyway, honest.
Yo, why did you just lie like that? I didn't be like,
all right.
Why you lying for attention?
PG, every single time we've had a guest on this motherfucker, he has changed his age.
Nah, it's always 25. It's always 25.
Listen to me.
It's always 25,
this nigga is at least 27, 28.
It's always 25. Bro.
Mikey's like
listen,
I'm 36.
I look younger than I am.
You been 25?
Mikey's 36.
Heard you.
Size 23.
Okay.
I just turned 25. Me and Mikey just had birthdays like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm definitely a boomer. I'm the oldest one here.
That's crazy.
Wait, you're older than me?
I'm 31.
You're older than him?
He's 35.
Mikey's 36.
I'm 36.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fire. That's fire.
Senior living soon. You know.
How do you feel? No. So now that we got that question, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's like a internal race that you're in now that you're getting older for your dreams and shit?
That's a good question. Like a cutoff point.
That is a great question. No, what's crazy is when I was the 29 turning 30, I felt like I was connecting like the dots in a sense. Mm-hmm. And I was telling the stream, every few months I always tell the streams, like I like look at where I'm at and honestly where I'm heading, and I feel like, not that I have it figured out, but I feel like now
you're comfortable.
Not even comfortable, like I feel like
there's more pieces to the puzzle.
More confident?
Yeah, well, for how we grew up, like it was seeing where I'm at now, it's like it feels like I'm in a different universe, bro. It's crazy because it's like we grew up like horrible, and it's like I kind of feel like I'm at a point in my 30s where I honestly feel like I could manifest like anything, and I understand, and I think that a lot of that has to do with understanding what life brings, which is struggle, pain, because it's like something that no matter where you could be you could be in a place in your life where you're like the most satisfied, or you could be, in a very bad place. And one thing that will always connect everyone is pain, because we will go through loss, we go through failure, we go through struggle. Like everyone, that's one thing that while we're here because we all know we're only here for a very limited amount of time, and it's like I honestly feel like we're supposed to struggle and go through that, and coming to that realization and understanding, and so now it's like anytime I feel, because we have our days where we feel down, and it's like now when that comes around nowadays, it's like I allow it to process. So I'll take that day and I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm supposed to be feeling. And then, but the next day, it's like I wake up at 6 a.m., motivated. I, work out. And and it's like, and it's because I allow myself. So whenever I have a hurdle to go through or just anything, like I allow myself to process it, So it's like, and I feel like more people need to understand that's one thing that we're never going to avoid is
pain.
Whether if it's through physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, like, bro, we're all gonna go through pain. Like, we cannot avoid that. It's that how we deal with it. You know what I mean?
That low key makes me like excited to just get older, because I feel like I was literally talking to my mom like before my birthday. She was telling me, she was like, you're turning 25 now. You don't rush your shit. And I'm like, what you mean? She's like, because your 20s, it's okay to make these mistakes. And like, I feel like when you turn 18, 19, 20, it's like, I don't want my 20s to be like miserable, to be like, things I have to make sure I work hard. I have to make sure like I do all this, that, and the third, because I feel like when you're young, you have this fear of being old, and like you have so many examples around you. It's like, I don't want to be like, I don't know, 37, 35, broke as hell, miserable as fuck, sad as shit, depressed, And it's like, it's one of those things where you get overwhelmed by just the idea of getting older. But it's like the older that you get, the more I feel like the more clear your like life starts to get. So it's like when my mom was like, your 20s, it's okay to make mistakes because you have people that are here for you. Your 30s is when like you'll start to like really get like a clear vision of what it is that you want to do, a clear confidence in yourself, a clear like, peace within yourself. And your 40s is when like you start to really start to like, because I was doing like, the people started bringing up statistics and shit. Now it's like apparently like for men, 40s is when like we really started to like really live out our dreams and like flourish and shit and stuff like that. So it's like, damn, if 40s that time for us, why the fuck am I like stressing at 25, 24? I can just live this shit and have fun. And just, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like, as long as, I'm not doing shit I'm not supposed to be doing, as long as I'm like, being safe, and as long as I'm like practicing good shit, by the time I'm 40-something, there should be no reason why I'm not in love with life as I am living it,
Yeah.
And there's no reason to overwhelm myself with the idea of being older. If everybody that's older than me is telling me, hey, I'm 30 years old, 35, 40-some years old, I feel good. And it's like, oh, shit, okay, cool. Where do you know what I'm saying? Where did you get to this point? It's like, I realized that it's okay. And it's hearing that from people that are older where it's like, damn, okay, cool. It's okay to be in this mental spot. I don't have to overthink it no more. I don't have to feel sad about it. Just let it go. Let it happen to you. Let it become what it is, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't don't hinder yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and continue to push on and overcome.
That's a great point, bro. My fault.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's an amazing point, because it's like one thing that I get, like, well, especially throughout the years, I've gotten a lot of messages, and one thing that I could do, I look back when I was in my 20s, late teens, and I remember the pressure and the fear of like, man, what am I gonna be in 5 years? And I constantly get those messages of people in that age range, and then I compare them to myself, and I'm like, I had that same mindset. And Kevin Hart and Dwayne, they had an interview probably a year ago, and they were saying it wasn't until they hit their 40s where they finally realized who they were gonna be, like as a person, It's like it makes so much sense, because it's like I get so much messages, and it's like it's all the same age range.
It's
and
a cycle, like, damn near.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And it's like, once people start understanding that it's okay, and this is what we're supposed to be going through, and it's true, because it's like I look back at my 20s and I'm like, that pressure was real. So I understand these kids, when they mess, and it's like you're gonna have that pressure, but like as time goes on, you start understanding. So when you, especially in your 30s, you start like really truly understanding like there is no time clock. Like, yeah, like there's a time clock if you're like not really, if you're just out here, you know, and when you're feeling down, you're just not, you know, it's crumbling you, you know. But once you start truly understanding, like, it's okay, like you have time, and you're gonna go, like, you can't avoid it. And it's like that's a great point, because in our 20s, like, I do feel like that pressure is there. In late teens, it's really there.
That's why I be trying to like take in as much knowledge as possible, because it kind of just be like I have all these people that are like older and more like established in life and shit. So it's kind of just like I'll ask these questions, just kind of just keep them. Like I've been writing this whole conversation down, that ass, just over here, just like doing shit. So like I'll keep this and just be like, this is this, and I'll like that ass like revert back to whenever I have like those feelings of like anxiety or overwhelming, and I'll just be like, I'll just read this and be like, okay, woosah, get a prayer out, back at it tomorrow.
So I have a question on just what the two of you were saying in general, just going with that. What, I guess, like going through your 20s, did you ever have a point in time where, because I'm assuming content creation hasn't been full time, you know, since late teens all the way up to now. Did you ever have a point in time where it's like, man, this isn't really working, or it's not going to where I want it to, and you're like, when do I quit? Or like, when have I tried enough to be like, this isn't for me, or like, it's just not gonna work for me?
Yeah, hell yeah. And again, that's a part of the journey per se. Hell yeah, so many times. Because again, I've had the channel since 2011, and it wasn't until 2019 that it like started taking off. Yeah, you know, and it's like, hell yeah, those times before, like the years before that, when I was working at this factory job for 7 years, and for 4 of those years I was working third shift. So like overnight, it was like 10 p.m. to like 7 in the morning, and then there was like a bunch of overtime. So sometimes I would come out at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and then I would have to just, you know, I would have like a small window to like choose what I wanted to do. Like, you know, you have like 7 hours or whatever, 8 hours to do for you. And I was knocking out content and sleeping like 2-3 hours for months. And then I wanted to take film courses. So I was doing that and like literally sleeping 2-3 hours just for months, bro. And it sucked. Like it sucked, but yeah.
Would you say it paid off?
Huh?
Would you say it paid off?
Yeah. Hell yeah. But it's just, the doubt. There was so many times just nights crying, bro. Like it's like, because you know, if you guys could see, that's my daughter. I have a daughter.
She's so
and
oh shit, what?
And funny.
Yeah, I have a daughter. Yeah, she's 8. Yeah, so that was like that, especially my early 20s when I had her at 23. I already had that pressure of like, man, what am I gonna be in 5 years, 10 years? And it was like that. It was hard. It was so hard, especially with that pressure, not knowing if I was gonna, you know, succeed or like whatever. That's why I like where I'm at today mentally. It's not even where I'm at materialistic, like numbers, like that shit don't mean anything. It's just mentally, like I truly feel like where I'm at, I feel like I could manifest anything, because I it's just crazy. As I was saying, I go visit my family, and I grew up, you know, like again, we grew up in the hood, and it was like I see some of my friends and family members that they succumb to the environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that shit fucked them up, and even to this day, they're like mentally they look at things different. You know, they either went to jail or just mentally they're I could see they're stuck in this pattern where they kind of accepted it, you know? And it's like just seeing how, and I took a different route. I didn't allow that. And it's like, I truly feel like mentally, it just feels so weird that I feel
you're
like
free.
Exactly. Thank you. Like that's I honestly
you're free from
feel
that
like
cycle that you see everybody else succumb to.
Exactly. So it's crazy. So it's just a dope feeling. It's a dope feeling.
That's how I feel now. I be going on Facebook and I see like all my friends kind of just like still in that shit. And they'd be like, these are like some of like the smartest kids that were grade A students growing up, but like because of the environment they were in, because I'm from Chicago, This like damn near like our own little world, damn near, where the whole city was like one big ass like black hole of shit. So it was kind of just like the smartest kids in class are like the bummiest fucking adults. And it's just like, what the fuck happened? And then you have the exceptions where I would say I'm one of them. And then you have the other ones who are like life coaches, who are like real estate agents and lawyers and shit, doctors and shit now, where it's like, holy shit, you know, they did it. And like they'll come on Facebook every now and then and they'll drop like a gem of a paragraph and it'll be like, holy shit, but then like that shit will get like that ass like no support. And it'll be like, I know y'all see this shit, because I see this shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And it'll be like, then like, you know, somebody will post the fit, somebody will post the drinks and shit. And it'll be like,
I should get hella support.
I like to party too, but nigga, like, these are niggas that like escaped like this shit. They're not in the city no more. They're in like Texas, California. They're like they have their own houses. They have they're like their own fucking like offices and shit. Like these are people that have done stuff that at like an early age, because I'm around like the same age as them. They're like 25, 26, 27. I'm like, why aren't y'all taking advantage of this? These are the classmates.
I wouldn't even say that's a social, or not a social media. It is a social media thing. I wouldn't say that's a Chicago specific thing. It's just
no. Yeah, I know, but it's like, you know, as an example, media. It's like we know how like if like you know how bad it is. Like how many times have we grew up like and go on Facebook and you see somebody die, gun violence, somebody's in jail, free my guy, boom, 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 and it's just like y'all see these examples. Why are you so stuck here? Yeah, like these are people that had visions as teenagers and kids and shit, and it's like, you know, you can still do this. There's still time here.
Yeah.
I think it's just like PG said earlier, just, you know, they
succumb to the environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sucks, man.
Like something just doesn't, you know, maybe route A or route B, but something happens or it doesn't happen, and that's it. Like, especially speaking for how you mentioned the, you know, the straight A students, and then they just become like really bummy adults or whatever. I'm not saying like this is, you know, every straight A student, but 9 times out of 10 when it comes to a situation like that where you have a very smart kid and they don't go to where you expected them to, expectations were too high and they didn't meet them. You know, maybe they wanted to get into this really expensive college and the college was like, nah, but they had all these other options. Yeah, they didn't have the money for it, and the other options just weren't there. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to go there. And so they don't go. They end up not getting a job, or they get, you know, like a retail job, whatever, and then just kind of fucking off. They're around. A couple years go by. It's too late for me to go to college. I can't go anymore. I'm just here now.
That's their issue. Well, I wouldn't say that's their issue. Let me stop saying that. That's kind of what I ended up doing. I didn't go straight to... I did go to college, but it was a little overwhelming for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go into marketing. And I was like, wait a damn second. This is going too fast for me. I don't like this. So I ended up dropping out and working. And I've met so many people, and I've changed what I decided to do, my major. I've met so many people in computer science. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go into computer science. Now looking at it, I'm really excited to go back. I still have time. I feel like I like to think of those old people that go to college and they're like 70 and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to college. Yeah. They're gonna go.
They just want to finish it. They just want to finish that degree. That's all it is. You know,
like,
it's an accomplishment.
And that's the thing. People feel like they don't have time, and I promise they do. For me, I feel like I'm so happy that I'm young enough to realize, like, I know I got time. I'm young. I got time. I got hella time. But I get in this like mindset where I'd be looking at like my mom and my dad, and I'm like, y'all don't have a lot of time left. I'm gonna miss y'all. But
see, I'm the opposite of that.
That's crazy.
I'm the opposite. Yeah, because like, well, it's because I look at it as like, even though physically I know I have time, I think mentally and just I'm thinking ahead. I'm not taking it one day at a time. I'm thinking, how do I get to where I need to be right now? So
see, but that's where you're overwhelming yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, I've also got my dad who's like, you're not doing life right. You need to do life exactly how I did it. This is you fucking up. You're not doing that right. So then I'm thinking, I'm out of time. I'm running out of time. I need to make moves now so that I get him off my back and I can do what I got to do in life. Oh yeah, bro, you do this job now. You hate it, but you got your own house, your tie. And I'm like, yeah, great.
See, I did things a little bit different. My mom told me I had to get a job. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a job. I got a job that allows me, and this is one of my favorite jobs, and I'm so happy.
You be bragging on her, huh?
This new job has been so fucking nice. But they allowed me so much time to just have to myself, and then I come to work, I do what I gotta do for a few hours, and then go on and go back to life. And they take care of me. And I was talking to Kiwi on the Sticks about this, about how every day I take it upon myself to do reflections, like a self-reflection. And it's allowed me to grow as a person. Like, it's allowed me to think about time differently. It's allowed me to think about what I want to do differently, how I maintain my relationships, friendships. And I think a lot more people need to do that. They're stuck on this, I have to do life this way, or this other person telling me this is how I have to live life. And you know me, my saying is, you're the only person that's going to wake up the next day. Your mom's not going to wake up in your body and live life for you. Your dad's not going to wake up in your body and live life for you. So live how you want to live. And whether you choose to live bad or choose to live good is up to you, you know?
Yeah.
Because only you can do it, you know? Not anybody else. So,
yep.
You know.
I feel that.
I feel
like Mikey was gonna come in and say some shit.
Oh shit, Mikey, were you? Gonna say some old man shit?
I thought when he said,
oh my goodness!
I thought when he said, yeah, he was gonna like piggyback off of it. He
Like,
said, yeah.
I just been soaking everything in. It's like really fucking dope.
This is the quietest Mikey's ever been on the cast.
This nigga Mikey will sit here and talk his ass off.
I'm saying
this nigga will spend
but let there be a guest. Mikey like
30 fucking minutes on an introduction. Can't even say a fucking word when Mikey talks. He's just here.
I think it's because it's
No,
honestly, I think he's absorbing.
Yeah,
he's
literally
absorbing.
It's
like,
really,
I want to go
it's
get
really
the mic,
nice
bro.
to hear the other side of, you know, what y'all doing. Y'all doing good. Like, I don't have anything to like chime in on and be like, no, y'all ain't doing that shit right. But
what you mean? You was just telling
Mikey,
me you
bro.
ain't got insurance.
Well, that's why I chimed in, because he ain't have insurance. Now it's on his mind.
Yeah. Facts.
PG finna have insurance.
Right. I'm gonna come back like in a week or two and be like, yo, Mikey, listen, bro. I
got the insurance.
We good?
That's fair.
That's fire.
Okay,
though.
so then I kind of want to go back to the film things just a little bit. What would be your top 5 horror movies, since spooky season's coming up? I want to know, and I want the listeners to know, what are your top 5s for horror, and then what would be just your top 5s in movies in general in any genre?
Man, top 5. I'm gonna be kind of biased, especially with Night of the Living Dead, just because it, you know.
That's what started it all.
Say, yeah, exactly. So
don't worry, I'm getting my notepad. Hold on.
You have it?
Okay.
You have
especially
your
in
top 5
spooky
already?
season, so I would say Night of the Living Dead, Trick or Treat. That's one of the best Halloween movies. The Thing, the original.
The original Thing? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
That's
remake
old as
sucked,
hell.
bro. You have to put Halloween up there, bro.
Okay.
Look at him.
always.
Shit.
He's like all of them except one, two.
The remake was cool. I'm excited.
The latest one they just did.
The one that came out like 3 years ago.
It's because so
that one was nice.
It's gonna be a 3-part. So it was that one. There's the Halloween Kills, and then there's the Final Stand with Laurie and Michael. So it's gonna be like a 3-part. They're trying to like retell the story that they did back in the 70s. But yeah, I would say the original maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, original. Bet.
And for the 5th,
Come on.
shit.
Come on. I know you got it.
I would say Jaws, but at the same time,
Ain't no way.
Jaws on some real Jaws is probably the perfect movie because it has everything. It has horror, thriller, a little comedy. The cinematography is good. If somebody was to be like, what is your perfect like movie, I would probably say Jaws.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't expecting
that.
Jaws,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I was
cool.
thinking
That's
he's
cool.
gonna be
That's
like, yo,
cool.
If you
That
just
makes
think
me
I
go
don't
back and
know.
watch
Texas
Jaws.
Jaws is
Chainsaw.
probably the well-rounded film that's like it has.
That makes me want to go
everything.
back and watch Jaws again.
Yeah.
See, I'm
It's
about
like
to watch Jaws tonight.
it's like the perfect film, yeah. I would say.
Okay.
Did you see?
All
I know you got to answer Shy's the random 5, but I just want to get this because it's on my head. The Netflix R.L. Stein series that just came out a couple
Fear
months
Street.
ago. Yeah, did you watch that?
Hell yeah.
What'd you think of it?
Okay, so when I first watched, there's 3 parts,
Yeah.
right? When I watched part 1, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
The characters sucked. I was like, "What in the world is this?" Part 2 and 3, amazing. So if you're gonna watch it, watch the entire thing. Like, do not judge it off the first one, because the first one I would say it's like a introduction to the characters.
Got it.
And it picks up obviously at the end, but watch it as a whole. It's a good ass series.
Yes,
Like, it's really
yeah.
good. Yeah, it's really
I
good.
enjoyed it.
So I'm curious, do they have different directors that work on each of those, or is it just the same
I think
person?
it's the same
Yeah,
directors
it's
for
the same.
all
Got
3.
it. Got it. Got it.
It
It was
really
just
good.
like it's when you watch it. Once you get to the end of part 1, you'll understand why there's a part 2 and part 3. Because like all of part 1, you think it's just that's the story, and you're confused.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And
there's
you
a
watch
lot
part
of
1
that.
and you're like, okay, this is just a cheesy slasher. And then once you start getting into it, especially the end of part 1, then part 2, then
Yeah.
part 3, it's like, holy shit, okay, this
Man,
is
part
good.
3 just wrapped it up.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
You know, there's gonna be a part 4 with the milkman.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, because they didn't dive into him, so they're gonna give him his own.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yo, it's me.
That's
I'm
gonna be
the
nice.
milkman. You know.
You're the
But I do that
milkman.
part-time.
What?
I was
Yeah,
part-time.
because all they
y'all ain't know?
showed him was like him stabbing someone. Like, they just talked about him briefly, but they're gonna give him
Yeah.
his own. I'm excited.
That'd be really cool. I'm excited for
Yeah,
that
it's gonna be
too.
me. All
Okay.
right, so your top 5 random films, any genre.
Random. Man, Jaws. You know what I mean?
I was about to say you can't use Jaws.
He said Jaws again. Okay, go
Uh,
ahead.
Man, shit. I'm gonna try to pick something from every genre. So Jaws. Shit. I'm not even really big into. I'll say, Liar, Liar, Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Fire movie.
Then you could even put Ace Ventura up there, if I'm putting him up there. Shit.
I only watch horror.
Yeah, this guy, this is hard. You know,
He said,
is your-
yeah,
is your
what
top
other
5?
genre is there?
Yeah, I suck at like a broad like genre. I don't know.
Look, see, that gives you exactly what you need to know. You need to be broadening your
Yeah,
horizon.
true. How about y'all? What y'all got?
Oh,
Or
see,
y'all
I got
favorite
this.
film?
This is
Oh my
mine.
goodness.
So I
man.
can't
Favorite
prepare.
She's ready for it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn. Shit. I all around. Oh, damn. Fuck. I'm stuck between 2. I'm gonna have to say, because it's always been my favorite, beginning to end, even now to this day, would be Pan's Labyrinth,
Okay.
from Guillermo del Toro.
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a Spanish fairy tale in a sense. A girl meets a faun and he's like, do this and I'll make sure your mom's healthy. And her stepdad's like a war leader, and it's hectic, but I love it. That movie just gets me all the time. So
I'll check it out.
Okay.
yeah, I think you'd like it. All right, y'all. What's y'all favorite film? Come on.
Favorite film in general? Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Training
Like,
Day.
easy.
Nerd.
I love
Training Day's
Nerd.
really good.
Oh,
I
hell
recently
yeah,
saw it a
hell
couple
yeah.
years ago. That one's really good.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Classic.
thinking, like, because Scott Pilgrim versus the World is probably a film that I can watch over and over and over again. But I think to not sound like Ioku,
You don't want to be a nerd. Got it.
I would have to say
Pick a manly movie.
no, not even
What
like
consists
not
of
even
a
manly
manly
movie.
movie?
I would say Hateful Eight. That movie was just
Ooh.
amazing to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never seen
That's
it.
that's a good ass movie, yeah.
That's a
like
great
Inception.
fucking
Oh,
movie.
Yeah, it's a good ass
I remember
movie.
that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good choice.
Yeah, if Scott Pilgrim wasn't
Hold
it.
on, I gotta change mine.
Oh my goodness, what you got?
Wait,
what you got?
there's like 3. I might have to change mine to The Departed because I remember I watched that movie and I actually really, 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 really liked it. So yeah, I'm gonna take that one.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, if mine wasn't Scott, it would have been Inception. I like
Disgusting.
Inception. Oh, you don't like Inception?
It's not that I don't like it. I like it,
good.
but you're a nerd, so.
Inception's cool.
It has nothing to do with nerds.
Yeah, but you are one.
Oh my god! All right, whatever.
You are a nerd.
That's fine.
Gotta let you know.
Okay.
Do you guys have any other topics for PG?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Content creation. You give a lot of advice on your streams to a lot of people. How do I want to word this? When you're going through your own journey as far as content creation goes, how did you go from, working at the factory to, I guess, like the films actually popping off to meeting Berlizzi? Now you're here, you got your own platform, you're doing your own thing. You guys moved to Texas for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like what's that entire journey like for you to just kind of like have so much advice for, maybe not even so much, just I guess very specific advice that you're able to give people to anyone asking those random questions? Yeah. I don't want to be like generic, like, oh, how do you grow on YouTube? That's everywhere,
right? So the first, like content creation in general, I do feel as long as you're thinking like as long as you're thinking, I would say like 3 years ahead, and you're constantly trying to always grow, you'll always have a space in content creation. If you don't now, you will. Like as long as you're thinking ahead, because the internet moves fast. It's still early, and we're creating kind of the rules for it, but at the same time, it's moving so fast. So I would say as long as you're always thinking 3 years ahead in terms of how you want to shape your content, you'll always have a space. Like you'll just always. And
I've never heard that before. That's absolutely fire. I like that.
And actually started, you guys know Dante, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually started off with him way before even Berlizzi. So before I used to react.
Yeah.
And Dante seen this was probably 2015, and he seen my content, and Dante was the first one. This was, I think he had like 20 or 30,000 subscribers. He was always like, yo, you guys need to check this guy out for years, bro. And me and him became super close. And he was like the first one that like, he was always trying to like tell people like, he was always like, man, check this dude out. Check
give
this
you
dude
your
out.
coins. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was always like, that's like, I love him, bro. And I like him and his wife, family. And so I think Berlin and Dante knew of each other, and we ended up gaming all together, but we didn't really know each other because it was always me, Dante, Cooley, and Jinx that we had like a gaming group. But with Berlin, so I was doing a Super Smash Bros. Film. This was years ago, and I knew Berlizzi. He seen my work too, and he was like, man, your work is fire. And he was a big Smash Bros. Player back in the. I mean, he still is now, but he was like,
disgusting.
He was into it
on the Wii U. He was always posting. And I was like, okay, it would be cool because I'm doing a Smash Bros. Film, so it'd be cool to have him at the end. I ended up hitting him up, and he was super excited about it. We weren't able to like make that happen, but from there on, we were always in talks. And I was like, bro, we should just do a versus, Luigi versus Donkey Kong IRL. So he was like, hell yeah. So that's how we ended up meeting, and I met him. We knocked that skit out, and when I got home, when you take a vacation and you go back to work and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like back to reality. So
like, damn it, I'm back here.
So it was always like that. It was like I would always go and I would always go to filming because I would always like leave. I would always leave every few weeks, and then when I would come back, it would always be the same feeling, like fuck reality, like I'm back to work. And I had resentment towards that job because we got invited to this film festival for that Super Smash Bros. Film. They wanted us to present it. And I remember I went to go ask for vacation time. This was in January, and I was gonna leave to this film festival that same weekend. It was the first week of January, and I remember going to the office at my factory job, and I was like, "So is my vacation approved?" And my manager, everyone there was like big people from upstairs in this office, and she looked at me and she was like, "I don't understand why you're doing these videos. You're always gonna be working here the rest of your life." Like dead ass in my face in front of everybody.
No.
And I just stood there
that.
like. And then this chick that I was cool with, this older lady, she looked at her and she was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I didn't say that. I couldn't believe what the fuck she said in front of everybody. I was like, "What the fuck?" And yeah, so I was so out. I hated that fucking place. And so with Berlin, I remember when I went to go do this skit with him, I asked him sort of, because he was trying to get away from, at the time, he was trying to get away from the Exposed series.
Yeah.
And tried to, like, he was getting more into gaming, because this is when he first started his gaming channel. He was just trying to get away from, he was trying to get away from the Exposed. And at the time, I was reacting to The Walking Dead, and I hated the fact that every Sunday I would knock out this video. I would react for an hour, edit it for an hour, post it. It would get thousands to hundreds of thousands of views, and then I would work on a project for months. I'll get like 100 views on it, and I was like, damn, like this sucks. This is what I love doing.
Yeah.
And I started like getting this, like, I don't want to do this anymore. Even this Walking Dead, when I was doing it, like, I love the show, but the process of doing the reaction, it was like, this shit is easy.
Yeah.
Like, I need a challenge. Like, this is what the film does for me. And then I ended up stopping that, and I remember talking to him about it, and he was like, yeah, you just, he gave me advice on, like, just stay true to what you truly want to do. And yeah, when I went back home, he hit me up and he was like, yo, would you be willing to edit? I took that opportunity. I was like, man, hell yeah, I'm gonna edit. You trying to help me out to get out of this fucking factory? And he was like, hell yeah, how much do you make at your factory? And I fucking left that factory job, and he changed my life. Yeah, he changed my life. And that year, I edited for him for that year, and then towards the end of the year, that's when he offered me. He was like, yo, we should go to Texas and see what we could do over there, because he always, again, him and Dante, like, they always believed in, like, my work, Yeah. And he was like, man, we should go to Texas and we could see what could happen from that. And people didn't know, like, they had no idea who I was or whatever. I was just like the editor. And we went to EGHQ, me, Joe, and Berlin, and ended up getting super close, like forming a close ass brotherhood. And I still had this conversation with him to this day, that we still haven't even scratched the surface in terms of, like, what we could do. So, like, him and I, like, we jump on calls, and we have, like, big projects coming this October as well.
Oh,
yeah,
come on, projects.
So,
Nice.
So we honestly, I honestly feel like we haven't showed what we could do. So super excited. But yeah, that's how it kind of formulated with Berlin and Dante, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, that's just so
That's
nice.
crazy.
That seems so. I love your guys' friend group. It's so family, so homey, and you guys take care of each other, and just listening to the whole having people believe in you, Dante and Berlin, like, it's just, people need that, and a lot of people don't even have that.
Yep.
So
I think it's even harder to just have people in a position like that to be able to show you that they believe in you.
Exactly.
Words
like,
go so far, right?
Yeah, because it's like they didn't have, especially like Berlin. You know what I mean? Like, he was already established. And the fact that, like, he believed in me so much that he was like I want to help you, get to this point. And it's like it's just can't pay that back, and it's like it's just fire. It's just crazy.
It's really nice because I watch a lot of JoJo. I love JoJo. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
And I remember he would just go back and forth, and he talked about how supportive you guys are. You and Berlin, especially in Berlin, came in the chat, and he was just like, you're like a brother to me, and it's just so cute. And I'm just like, you guys are just so sweet. And it's just like, to be honest, having that, it feels like you can do anything, you know? Feels like you can achieve whatever goal because you have people that support you, and it's nice. So I'm happy that he was able to change your life, you know, and to get you out of that shitty job for sure.
That shit is
Golly,
really
what the
cool,
fuck was
man.
that woman thinking?
Yeah.
You should have punched her
Had
in
it
the
been
throat.
me, she said that
Well,
shit to
actually,
me.
you know what's crazy? When I was at the EGHQ, this was probably like August or September into the EGHQ when things were like already like settling in. I woke up one day and she texted me, bro. I ended up looking at it and she was like, "Hey, Mark, just wanted to see how your films are doing. I heard you've been doing amazing. I'm proud of you." I looked at, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Like, no, the fuck why you just lied
Yeah, I was like,
in my
what?
text messages like this.
Yeah,
She about to hit you with that. My son, you know, he's trying to do that YouTube thing too. Can you help him out?
Like, what?
I would have been like, you know, instead of this, you could have just told me sorry.
Exactly.
Oh God, it's just, people are funny. It's funny because I had the job I had last year. I hate that fucking job. I wasn't even full time, but I promise you, I was working like I was full time. Got up at 8 a.m, worked until 5:30. They told me I couldn't get any of the benefits. I was like, I fucking hate this job.
Yeah,
it was horrible. And the manager, she was this big white woman who was just so fucking rude. She would just be like, "Yeah, I'm having a bad day, so, you know, if you want to close, you can." I was like, "I'm already closing." She's like, "Oh, well, I just need to make sure you didn't need to leave." I'm like, all right. So if I said I had like a doctor's appointment, because I've been like going to the doctors in and out for quite a few years now, and if I said that, she would have made a whole big ass deal. She's like, "So now what? Now I feel like I have to write you up because you didn't give me a notice." Mind you, I would talk to her a week in advance, letting her know that I need to go to the doctor and I couldn't close. So it's just like shit like that. I hate when employers make you feel like you need this job, because in all honesty, I don't need this job. I can fucking leave. You're not gonna make me feel like I have to be here. It's fuck you in all regards. Fuck you, fuck this company, fuck your CEO, fuck the scheduler, the payroll person. Yeah, fuck all them.
I think it's funny that we're in an era like that now, where you quit at the drop of a dime now. You know, like, "Hey, I can't work Mondays. We need you to work Mondays." Accident. Nah, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm not showing up.
The problem is
You know?
everybody's
Mondays,
struggling regardless.
Yeah.
So if you work, you struggle. If you don't work, you struggle. So it's
Right?
just like
It's like, fuck it, dog. You know?
why add more stress?
Yep. God.
What do you guys feel of? You guys all stream on Twitch or YouTube? What do you guys do?
I just moved over to YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
for like the month of September.
I'm both.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was the reasoning?
Okay, so a number of things.
Okay.
But Nick mentions it all the time, and we just kind of go over that. You know, you get the higher payout from YouTube, and I want to stream in 1440p, so I moved over to there for higher quality. And just I already have I have 10K on YouTube as far as subscribers go now, so I'm trying to cultivate that into like, hey, come watch more of my streams, because it's harder for me to get them to go from YouTube to Twitch by uploading a video or making some kind of post. So I'm just like, what if I just stream on here, and then they'll pop in and out, and, you know, I'll see how that goes. So I've been testing that out for a little bit and seeing how it goes. I like it. They like it. Twitch is, as of right now, just in a different boat. Like, I feel like if you're not already established on Twitch, growing on Twitch is almost impossible. And especially with the hate rates, you know, the hotspot or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Twitch has a problem of not communicating and addressing things to appropriately fix whatever an issue is going on. And it just runs amok. But if it's got something to do with big titties, they're all over it. And I'm just like, all right, you got it, Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on Twitch for quite some time. I didn't actually start streaming until like 2018, 2017, around that time. So as much as I'm like, oh, YouTube seems nice, I could probably do something on there. I'm just so familiar with Twitch and how it works, how everything is. I like to talk to people, so it's like I get through, go around, I could just, you know, pop a sub, give a sub. I'm just so familiar with Twitch and the culture on Twitch that I don't know, going anywhere else just seems a little scary
for me. So
I'm a YouTube baby. I started YouTube at 16 on some just whatever high school shit, and I guess it became a job at about like 2021. So
yeah, that's about when you moved out.
Yeah, no, I moved out like 2 years ago, like 23. So I was just doing.
Oh,
so I was doing like I was helping the grandma folks and shit.
I'm still thinking of you 23, bro. You got it.
And and I don't know. Twitch was always just one of those backup things where it was like if I wanted to like, and this is back in the day when like Justin TV, when they just made Twitch, and it was kind of just like this shit is just a side thing. If like if I wanted to stream or whatever, hey guys, come over here, boom boom boom. But like at some point it was like everybody just started just. Either it's like Yoku said, it's either like if you're not established on there, it's kind of hard to like grow unless you get like rated and shit crazy. And then it's like for me, it's like I really focus on the YouTube side of things so much that I have a bigger audience on YouTube, and they don't like coming over to Twitch. So it's like, hey y'all, we're streaming on Twitch right now, slide through, and they just be like, nah, they're really reserved over on YouTube. So it's like, okay, I'll just stream for the 100 people on Twitch, when if I stream on YouTube it'll be like 150 200 some people, 300 some people, and I just be like, damn, like we can come over here, like nah, we don't really rock with Twitch. And it's like, okay, cool. So now it's in this weird spot where it's like because now I do so much. I manage 2 YouTube channels. I got the podcast thing, the Twitch channel, and then like I literally just launched my own like little like website. Not even like earlier this year. So now it's like, damn, I'm doing a lot. So it's kind of like I'm spreading myself so much that like damn near the community's different. Because not everybody on Twitch is on YouTube. Because now it's like, oh, hey, hi, we're here for you. What's up? But then on YouTube, it's like, we want this content. Then it's like, okay. Then on another YouTube channel, it's like free as hell. On another YouTube channel, it's this. On the Twitch, it's just like a lot of shit. So it's like, I'll bring like certain humor from the Twitch over to the YouTube. YouTube thinks it's on some crazy shit, and it's like, wait, but you would know where this joke is from if you came out to the Twitch, but since you don't like Twitch, it's hard to translate these moments from Twitch over to YouTube, and it's just like, fuck. So I'm like in the middle. So I'm like in the middle of shit. But I thoroughly enjoy having like multiple like platforms and shit. It's just a way to like express interest or whatever. And so it's kind of just like, damn, I kind of wish everybody was on like the same page, damn near.
Yeah.
That's what I'm working towards, just literally just focusing on making everybody know, like, hey, I know you're here for this, but I also do this. I'm going to keep doing this. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I still want to do this. This is what I want to do. Then on another channel, I'm doing this. Another one, I'm doing this. And just make sure everybody knows that we're on the same page. But that's just like the most challenging thing as of like 2021. But it's definitely if anything, that challenge in itself has given me more like clarity on where I want to go. Because it's like, okay, cool. Now that I know I want everybody on the same page, what is the same page? And that's okay, cool. List this shit down. Go. And there you go.
I'm so sporadic with my shit. I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Fatherhood is where you're at.
Right. No, I've been working on a game for the past month now. And if I do stream on YouTube, it'll be development for that game.
Oh shit.
But Twitch is really where I just like relax for real. Like I don't really take Twitch too serious because I'm a one viewer streamer, so it's just like I just blow off steam on Twitch. But if I'm doing anything for YouTube, it's gonna be like my game or some special fighting game type stream. But nah, I'm really kind of focused on like making actual videos now.
Okay.
So streaming is kind of second fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of game are you working on?
It's
I don't know if that's out.
It's a fighting game.
Oh yeah.
Mega Man. It's called Mega Man. What's it? Robot Master Mayhem.
Okay.
It's really nice. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's on its third release. It's on 3.1.
Plays a little bit like Marvel, right?
Yeah. It plays like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
All Mega Man characters from from the X universe and the classic universe. And 4.0 is when everything that I'm doing is dropping. So 4.0 drops next year.
Oh, next year? That's fire. Sheesh.
You saying I gotta pull up?
Gotta pull up.
Facts.
Gotta
That's
pull
fire.
Gotta pull up. As a matter of
Hell
fact,
yeah.
we will be,
Get the date down.
if y'all are familiar with Sage, it was showcased during Sage this year, and it'll probably be showcased next year.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Okay, so I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so fire. You like always like when did you start?
So initially, I was a part of the project in like 2007, 2009, long time ago. Life happened. I had kids, got married, got a job, so I had to back out. And the pandemic hit, and I wasn't doing anything. I had lost my job, and I was like, well, I might as well just get back into that because there's nothing else for me to do besides content creation. And content creation, I've been on a roller coaster for these last couple of years. I got into Genshin Impact. That shit got expensive, so I had to back off of that.
Yo, same, Mikey. We're so alike, bro.
I know, but you,
Yeah, might as well be the same.
you're still doing Genshin content.
right.
I'm not. So
Disgusting.
I'm waiting on Demon Slayer, but continue.
okay.
Nerd.
Well, after
God
Genshin,
damn, Shy.
I came to a conclusion that fighting games were my thing. Like fighting games are really, really like good for me. I'm very knowledgeable. I can provide a lot of content in that, and there's like millions of fighting games. So like, why wouldn't I? I'm not a one-trick fighting game guy.
So where's the Guilty Gear content? That's what I want to know.
I need to shut up.
Body
Nick.
me in Guilty Gear
Just
before you
say,
can do
just, say you
something.
don't, just say you don't like me because that's what I want. The Guilty Gear content.
I need to chop up my
Right.
streams. Like when I stream Guilty Gear, I be fucking shit up. But I need
still
to
feel
chop
like
up those
fighting
streams.
games just there's such a niche thing to tackle, especially right now. Because
I don't think it's niche. Like I think fighting games is really what you make it. My last video was the old Super Nintendo Power Rangers game.
No. I don't mean like the game itself. I mean the video itself. Like, all right, let's take Shy and Guilty Gear, right? Shy wants to see Guilty Gear content, but then you got to break that down into what is that? What Guilty Gear content? You want to just see matches? No commentary, with commentary.
I'm trying to see specific Jacko plays only.
Jacko, I don't play
Nothing.
You're
Jacko.
not getting
Jacko
that. Y'all gonna say
content.
I know who to go to for Jacko, but you're not getting that from Mikey.
You're not getting that from me. Jacko's too. I'm
That's an insanely technical
I'm a
character.
Let's just
unga
end it
bunga
now.
player
Let's just
at
end
heart.
it now because I'm trying to see splits. I'm trying to see ass
I
up.
can
I mean,
show you
I
the ad.
played
Don't get me
Giovanna,
wrong.
though.
But y'all are telling me
Yeah.
y'all can't provide
Listen,
that for me.
I played
Listen.
Giovanna.
Come
She
on.
got all the ass. What's
I don't
up?
want her. I don't want her.
All right,
I
whatever.
don't.
Anyway, I back onto the dev thing. I'm jumping back into that, and it's really cool to see how far that project has come. So, I think after next year we're going to try and switch engines so we can get tag team, we can get special stage interactions and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be very interesting to see where this game is going.
That'd be nice.
Heck yeah, that's crazy.
Do we have any more questions?
I actually don't have
That
any more
might be it.
questions.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all
Got
good?
anything,
That's
PG?
Yeah, PG got anything?
We talk about everything on. Oh yeah, do you guys? How do you guys feel? Because a lot of you guys are saying about YouTube. I for one, as soon as YouTube cleans up their UI and adds their gifted membership,
subs?
That's what's
It's
everybody
over.
it's
saying.
around.
That's everybody saying.
I said it because, bro, think about it, right? Every all-in-one platform took over. Like, okay, so for instance, right, like Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
They were the first to introduce stories. As soon as Instagram introduced stories, they were all in one. They could do, stories, post, all that. They took over. It was over for Snap.
Yep.
You can look at like MySpace got took over by Facebook, and then now it's like Twitter. Twitter, even though
Yeah.
Facebook is still around, but like Twitter is like, and I do feel like
Even you could even add in Clubhouse. Twitter took Spaces.
Exactly.
Clubhouse is no more.
Exactly, because Twitter has it now.
Yep.
So it's like, what does Twitch specialize on? And only
It's live
streaming.
streaming.
And they don't have no discoverability. If they do not fix their shit, YouTube is about to clean up their shit because they just got they just got 2 big streamers, and apparently there is other ones coming.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the infamous alleged Nick Merckx.
There's apparently a rumor. There's apparently a rumor that nigga got signed. If that's the case, bro, it's spooky.
And, bro, as soon as they clean up their UI and they add the gifted, it's over, bro. Like I'm telling you, because they don't have anything else to offer. YouTube will be that all-in-one place. They have stories, they have streaming, they have videos, they have discoverability.
Yep.
They won't, bro, and
We've
they're
said
not
the same
profitable,
thing
bro.
for the past 3 podcasts.
I was gonna say I've been preaching YouTube supremacy for like the last like 6 or 7 podcasts now.
Yep.
And I'm like, it's at this point, it's only a matter of when.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as soon as they, bro, and they just, I think it was, maybe a week ago, they just added like the streaks. So you know how Twitch has the.
That was a few days ago.
They added that shit like soon.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're about to. As soon as they add, hell yeah! Once they clean that up, their UI and the gifted, it's over, bro. Like I'm telling you, that platform, it's not profitable, bro. They don't have anything to stand on. It's gonna look scary for them, bro. And I'm out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, even though I have years,
you're waiting on it though.
Look,
you're waiting on it, Shy. You like.
Stop! No, I told you. I've been saying that. I've been preaching.
Y'all gonna say when
you said if I did Minecraft with you, then you would
consistent.
jump.
Shai's been consistent.
I've been consistent.
She's
on
been
Twitch,
consistent.
right?
Let's not talk about this.
No. She's been consistent in what she's been saying.
Yes, I've been saying that. I'm like, look, let them do what they do. Let them clean that up. Oh, it's the way.
Shai's always been about the UI.
Yes, I'm always. I've been watching more YouTube streams. Everything's just so nice. I have that option. Like I don't have to worry about somebody constantly toggling their damn stream for me to get quality options.
Yeah.
I could just change that on YouTube. It ain't no problem.
You can rewind.
They're doing a lot of
shit. And I can rewind
I don't
without
know.
clipping. I know. Here's the thing. People literally will be like, what is this clip? And I promise you, I'll be feeling embarrassed because it's me. I clipped them so I can rehear what they said because I'm like, I can't go back. I'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. That's why this clip is here.
YouTube, Dioku has like a thread of like all like the hidden shit that because YouTube's been adding like all these little like features and shit in the shadows. They don't even announce the shit.
Nope.
They deadass haven't like introduced. They've introduced like 10 different features in the last month that wasn't tweeted about, that wasn't talked about, none of that shit. And the ones they did talked about are like even bigger things where it's like, hey, we're doing this now, but we did like 10, 15 other things that you just will have to find out and see later. And it's like, holy shit, they're really like doing this. I've been like, not even like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I literally just told all my Twitch guys, I'm like, look, I don't know what's gonna happen in the next like 6 months with YouTube because they're doing shit at a fast pace, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but just be prepared for like a random, like, you know what I'm saying,
mass exodus.
a big move.
It's gonna. I think it's gonna happen before the end of this year for sure.
Yeah,
but my money's on October. I don't think we're gonna get like everything. I think they might announce. Either that or late November. I think we're gonna get gifted memberships in the next couple months.
It's over.
Because that's the big thing. Like the UI, I keep telling people this. The UI is something that you can fix like that. You just put in the code, you change it up, and it's done in a couple hours to a day. They didn't because they don't need to.
So
yeah, they do.
They need to for us, but they don't need to. Like
it's bigger than UI.
I was gonna say, I think Get the Subs is bigger because that extra $1.50 on YouTube just works better than the 50
that's at the base level
on
too.
Twitch. Yeah, like a $5 you get like $3.50 on YouTube versus the full 50 split on Twitch, which we had CJ like a couple months ago. He's been streaming for like 7 years. It took him 7 years, his hurdles and shit, but then it took him this amount of subs, an excess amount of subs, just to get that next contract. Where they increase the split. He just became a Twitch ambassador like
I was gonna
last
say
week.
they're trying to do something. They just made him an ambassador. I know why they did it, but like
it's just one of those things where it's just like I feel like as somebody who wants to build something, I always tell everybody, I'm like, if you're a small YouTuber, I would focus on growing on YouTube.
Yeah.
100%.
That's where I'm at right now with it
growing
too.
on YouTube.
But once those gifted hit, it builds that community. Like the people want the community aspect from Twitch over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Half that community stuff is gifted memberships. Once that's over there on YouTube,
it's over, bro. It's gonna get scary. But as Mikey was saying, how like, because you do your streams as like a second thing. I do see like live streaming for people that do not live streams in the future. The way it's heading, that it will end up being a part of content creation, even if it's a second thing.
Yeah,
it's getting so big. But I do honestly believe like the place will be YouTube.
I think because how YouTube. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I just wanted to piggyback on that. YouTube makes it set up like an event. Like you can go live whenever you want to, but the way that you set it up, like that's gonna trigger. Okay, so this guy streams every Tuesday, Thursday. Oh snap! This guy's scheduled to stream for Friday. He never streams. I'm gonna go watch that stream. You know?
Oh my God, Friday?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm free.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm free.
But can't you schedule like Twitch things?
Nah, you can make a schedule on Twitch to say like I stream on these
but
days.
not like a premiere. It's not like oh my God.
Because Twitch doesn't notify anybody. It's just there. I have to go through loops, not really loops and bounds, but I got to go to your page. I got to go through the about me, go to the end exactly just to see a schedule. But on YouTube, the way that because I reset up my entire like homepage on YouTube or whatever, so it's just I like clean, simple and clean shit. It's the subscribe to my little shorts channel or whatever. Right beneath that is an invisible spot, and it only appears if I have a scheduled stream. So when I schedule streams,
I'm
pops
sealing
up.
that.
Yeah, and then like beneath that is my playlist for whatever the hell I got going on that I want to see the most of. But it's real clean. When I don't have stream scheduled, they don't see a stream, and they just watch the rest of the videos. With that long form content already on your YouTube channel, I think it works out. Yeah,
it's just with everything, the shorts, like that. I'm telling you, it's gonna be all in one place, bro.
Man, I got a few things I have listed on my notepad that I want them to change. I want panels. I like I like being able to make my own panels on Twitch. That was cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would they call if they decide to do something like raids? Do you think they would name it raids?
No,
I mean raids aren't trademarked. I thought they would want to do it.
They have like a rating, like a rating thing, but they need to. I think that once they fix that UI, and I think they will add like panels and shit, then they will like overhaul that. But they do have like a rating thing right now where it's like,
well, I think it's they send you to like your latest video or something. Like when the stream is over, it just doesn't leave you on a blank screen.
But it has to be already live for you to input it in there, which I don't like that at all. Or already premiere. Like if you have let's say that I'm streaming and then you're getting ready to stream, like I stream from 4 to 8, and then you're gonna stream from 8 to 12. Your scheduled stream would already be live. I would take the link to your stream and then put it in, and then as soon as I'm done, it would forward everything to your stream.
See, I need more of that, because that's how I move around on Twitch, getting to know more people, being able to interact with more people. I can be waking up from a nap, finish watching PG. Let's see, I'm somehow in somebody else's stream. I'm like, oh, who's this? It's like I like that because it just allows me to get to more people, and and it works out for me as the viewer and them as the streamer.
I think the concept is good for how YouTube does it. My only issue with that is that it doesn't allow you, like, you can't do it on the spot. You have to know and have that link ahead of time.
Pre-do it?
Yeah,
okay.
But I think that idea is kind of good because I don't like rating random people that I've never watched, I've never seen, or anything like that. Not because any negative thing, or I guess not because of negative thing on my part, but mostly because you don't know who these people are. You get a lot of stories about people like, I don't want to be rated, blah, 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 or, people just being really disrespectful to your viewers or anything like that. So I always felt comfortable rating somebody that I know You know, like if I watch Shy, if I watch PG, if I watch Nick, I'm already used to their community. I know how things function. Yo, let's go ahead and rate one of these guys, you know, at the end of my stream. They're in the middle of their stream. Boom, boom, bam. It's good to go. Compared to rating like a random user 76 playing the same game as me. Like,
Yeah.
I get in there and he's calling everybody Haas monkeys. I don't know. So,
Whoa!
yeah, you know?
That literally.
That's so dumb.
But
So stupid.
I think they should just go ahead and put something like auto raid bot.
Yeah.
Or not auto raid bot, but like an auto raid box where you know, you put content creators you're familiar with within that box. The same thing like auto hosting, but you know,
and it just does.
You have the option to choose from.
That would be
who
really
you,
cool. Yeah.
They should
Hell
just
yeah.
hire me. I have wonderful fucking ideas, bro.
Yo, hit up Fwiz. Hit up Fwiz on Twitter. Be like, yo, here's my ideas.
That,
You say hit up Fwiz?
That
I'm
man,
about to be like, yo,
that
Fwiz.
man Fwiz is hella responsive.
Yeah.
Hella, like
Okay,
I've seen the most random people tweet at him. As
That's
long as
fire.
you have like, you know, like actual information and like little examples and shit, like he dead ass responds. You know, shout out Twitter. This is probably the only time Twitter has ever been useful in this regard, where they'll show you some shit that you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
But he'll respond to it, and it'll be somebody you don't follow, but he'll just be like, yeah, I see this, putting this shit on the list now. And it's like, oh shit, that's dope, because now we have somebody who is the head of this shit actually sitting there taking into consideration like all these ideas and shit. It's fire.
I don't know if you
Instead
saw
of
it,
boomers
but
being like, no.
we all know how YouTube is, like real tight knit about don't run ad block if you can help it, and a lot of other stuff. They just don't like third party stuff. Fwiz actually promoted a third party program that gives YouTube streams, and it works on regular videos too. It gives them theater mode from Twitch. So your side chat is on the side, and the full screen is the whole, like whatever stream you're watching, whatever they're doing, and it's really clean. Just don't press full screen theater mode, because then it breaks it. But you know, if you go from like normal to theater mode or whatever, it works out just fine. But he shouted that out. He says that I use, what did he say? He says I've been using, it's called 7TV for the third party stuff, but theater mode from them. He uses Emotesly for, I guess, specific emotes, like animated emotes and whatnot. And then Better TTV works on YouTube now. So you get all those emotes from them. You can upload custom emotes. So a lot of the stuff and limitations that were, oh, I want my 100 emotes, I don't have them from Twitch versus on YouTube. Emotesly works for animated stuff. Better TTV works. So all your stuff from over there from Twitch, you can just transfer it over to YouTube, and it works the same way.
Hold on, what you say about theater mode for YouTube? I'm looking it up.
I'll give you the link to it. Yeah. Let me post
that.
it in here. I put it in my Discord. I'll post it in here for you guys. But it's called 7TV.
Okay.
It works real smooth, real nice. I put it in general for y'all.
I need it. Preach.
But it's solid. I like it. I've been using it for a little bit, and you know, YouTube streams are coming up. Just like we mentioned, they just have a couple things to fix. The biggest thing is gifted, and we're gonna see a lot of people swapping over. And I think once more people freely start to swap over, we're gonna get more of that community for streamers on Twitch. Or not Twitch, on YouTube.
The culture is gonna cultivate.
Yeah, like they've already stolen. I don't think people have noticed this. They already have the just chatting / play whatever or Minecraft type of people. You got Valkyrie, Courage, Saikuno, and whoever else she plays with. They're all over here, right? The Among Us crew that blew up from that. They just took the big FPS players. So now they're cultivating FPS on the YouTube for streaming. So FPS is having a really big boom right now for anybody doing FPS content. A lot of their stuff is going up,
and it's Call of Duty season, so
yes sir. You know, so it's a lot of that right now. Battlefield should be nice. Hopefully they don't fuck it up.
I know.
I like me some Battlefield, man.
See,
give me
it's
back.
looking like I gotta change now.
I'm telling you, if you just build on YouTube.
But you know what though, I feel like a lot of people, and this goes to like, I guess just like the social circles and shit. Nobody wants to be the first person to do it. Is where it's
nobody wants to be alone.
Like as a smaller person, it's like, you know, like I can imagine like let's say for instance, like, you know, like Tasha, Shy, Kiwi and all of them, like y'all just said, fuck it, boom. Everybody move over here, and they'd be like, I feel like it'd be better as a group.
They're not gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I had that discussion. They're not gonna do it.
I don't think they can. Their partners there, but they don't really have a platform on YouTube. Tasha's just now building one up, you know. So it's different for them.
It'd be easier for Shy to do it because she doesn't.
I might as well just make the jump.
Be the first
person.
It's
not like you can't still play with them.
I was gonna say
like,
you can still play with them.
It's not like I'm banned.
Yeah,
no. People just assume that.
Yeah,
their natural assumption is that you can't play with somebody on YouTube.
It's like, you're on YouTube. Oh fuck, she must be banned. No. That's how people treat it.
Which is weird because it's like under contracts and shit on Twitch. Like you can't if you're terminated or banned, you can't be on stream with somebody that's terminated or banned. So it's like, why the fuck would she be playing with why the fuck would they be playing with somebody who's banned in the first place? She's just on YouTube. What the fuck's going on here?
People just be thinking like that. I don't know.
But you know it's gonna be dope though when somebody decides to say fuck it and make like a multi-link for like Twitch and YouTube streams. So that can happen.
You know what I want? I want squad streams for YouTube.
Yeah.
I want squad streams.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, because you already have like. I think to get the check mark is 100,000 on YouTube, but you become a YouTube partner as soon as you hit monetization. So you'd have a lot more people. It's harder, but it's fair because you know on YouTube you need the 4K watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers, and it's not as easy as affiliate. Like I think I'm an affiliate on Twitch. I think affiliates should be removed altogether personally, or make it way harder to hit those requirements because my dog can get affiliate, you know, doing nothing, and it's just there. But on YouTube, you actually have to have some means of something.
I think there's a lot of people that really grind for affiliate.
I'm not saying that like it's something that's just, you know, I don't know how to say it, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a little motivating.
You're trying to say it without sounding like an asshole.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to contest you on it, but it's really easy because it's three viewers and you have to stream for 3 days out of a week or 1 week, and they give you affiliate. That's it. And it's like for 3 viewers, that's myself because it counts the streamer if your stream is open, the whoever your friend, and then another friend. If that's really what you want to do, man,
a lot of people ain't got no friends. If you're building up.
Yeah, see,
that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
I still don't like that.
Bums, and you talking about this friend and that friend. What friend?
You know what's funny is when we talk about that, it always reminds me of Genshin Impact, and people come in from the video that I did about like don't do this quest without friends because it was early on. It was really hard to do it by yourself. I don't have any friends. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you're playing a multi-billion-dollar game that encourages doing this with friends, especially early on, and you're young on the internet and you ain't got no friends.
No,
you might be the problem. Like no. That's not an other people thing.
We'll leave it at that. I don't have friends. I'm not the problem. I don't have friends.
You have friends though. You have friends.
I have friends.
Right?
Me? Yes.
Exactly.
Other people? No.
Why?
Did you just say
what valid people? Reason would somebody on the internet in 2021 have to not have friends? There's Discord, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, places, there's Xbox Live, there's PSN. Everything is multiplayer. Not everything, but you get what I'm saying. Almost everything is multiplayer. Battle Royales exist. You have to have at least 2 friends.
I'm sorry. It ain't nothing to just join a random party and get shit done.
Yeah. Right, but you make friends from that. Maybe it's just me from like the Xbox 360 days. Like if I joined a party or there was something going on and we partied up together and we did like some really cool shit in Dark Souls or like Call of Duty, like, yo, you guys want to keep playing together? Bet. And then you make friends from that. Like y'all hook up every night or whatever, or every Friday or whatever it is.
Is it still like that today?
You hook up.
I don't know. Is it still like that today?
Yes.
Can you still do that?
You can still do it. I don't really see it too much because I'm not like I have Discord. So I'm always in Discord.
Yeah.
But if I were to like hop on my PlayStation and I guess I had a game that I needed to do that with, sure.
Yeah, I think everybody is like on their own party now.
Yeah.
Like on Discord.
Friends,
Yeah. So that's what you're saying.
And like, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's really cute to see, even though I don't join these, I think it's cute that Discord implemented the whole stage discovery thing. Because I will occasionally like slim over the tab and I see people just in these stages discussing, having conversations. And I was like, oh, that's cute. Now, would I join them? Fuck no.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck no. I don't want to join one random one and then
It's a
attack
macaroni
you.
party.
They're like barking at each other. I would
no.
be like, oh no, and that's disgusting, Mikey. I don't want to have that happen. I'll have to be like,
A
let me
fucking
go.
macaroni party. God damn.
I think it's time. I think it's time because Mikey really he hasn't said a word this whole podcast, and that's what he chooses to say. I'm ready to go. Disgusting. Oh my god.
Man.
I'm really excited to see what YouTube does.
Same.
I'm excited. I'm ready. Once they make that whole change, and if the last thing they do is change their UI, bet I'll just move over sooner. And you know what? It'll be a surprise to me. Oh my god, it's my birthday. Y'all changed y'all UI. Bet.
If they drop gifted, I definitely think, especially for the type of content that you always want to play, you would definitely shine a lot harder on YouTube versus Twitch. Because then you don't really need, well, because like what you play the horror stuff like Phasmophobia and Devour, right?
You know I be playing Devour.
Yeah,
like
so you
just
play
updated
Devour
that,
a
huh?
lot. Mm-hmm.
I love that game. That's why.
She loves those. So
It's
you're always
my bread
playing
and
with
butter.
like, you know, your friends or Tasha or like somebody on Twitch. That the way that the hierarchy would essentially work is that you're playing with people that are already partnered or in a sense bigger than you, and then they would, you know, you're playing with them all the time. They'll pass down what they have. It's a natural thing that, you know, it would just happen or it won't. On YouTube, you don't need anybody. You can play with them all you want to. You just literally take the stream, you chop it up into the best moments, like less than 10 minutes or so, and you make a video and just dump it on your channel, and then you're building.
It's pushed on an
this
algorithm.
you're pushing that algorithm for the horror content. So now you're getting these people coming in. Oh man, Shy, I love it. I can't catch a stream, but are you gonna play Friday the 13th? They just came out with a new update, bro. They put Milkman in the game. Would you play that? And now you're doing it, you know? So it just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it, do more research. You know, I know you said you wanted me to do the whole Minecraft thing, but that's just, you know.
Yeah. I found I gotta pay for a server and I'm broke.
Yeah.
I can't pay for a server.
Do better.
I'm gonna get somebody else to pay for the
Sucks.
server though, you know?
You know, it would be crazy if I had a server.
Do you?
I do.
All right, how do we mod
Nope.
it? What do you mean no?
No.
Dang, she said you are not invited.
I'm sorry.
Bro,
No.
she's the one that told me about
because-
Minecraft
okay,
and to
look,
get into
I don't
Minecraft,
have-
and now she's like, you're not
I
invited.
don't have the information. It's all within Tasha's lockbox. So you gotta go talk
It's
to
not
her.
your server then, it's Tasha's.
It's mine. I put $50 down into it. It's mine.
So why can't you? I know how to mod
I don't
it.
have.
I know
only
how to
one of us
mod
can
it.
Only one of us can make it. I'm not having this discussion with you. If you want to talk to somebody about it, go talk to Tasha. Okay. Okay.
Fine.
Get packed up.
You got fucking
Damn.
destroyed.
Damn, fuck, bro.
Y'all got any more questions?
I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't even eat nothing.
I was gonna say I'm starving my damn self. That's
I love y'all, but I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I wanna. My stomach is eating me alive.
With that being said, thank you so much, PG, for sliding through.
Yeah, this was fire.
This was
Yeah.
Yes, it
amazing.
was.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Everybody,
Thank y'all for inviting me.
y'all know what to do. Links are in the description. And links are attached to whatever. Say that. Shout out the links real quick. Shout out the links so like anybody listening can find you, PG.
So Twitter, IG, everything is Physical Gamers.
But it
Yeah.
spell out the gamers
With a-
part.
with a
'cause that's
Z.
like a, yeah, because that's
With a Z,
With a Z.
yeah, instead of an S.
Yeah.
Got it.
Physical Gamers.
Thank you so much for sliding through. Make sure on the YouTube front, y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. Whatever streaming platform you're streaming us on, be sure to rate the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you guys have a great week, and hopefully you all have a good week. And
Yes.
that's going to be it for us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.